Have you ever walked past a stranger on the street and thought, wow, I love their outfits, but you can't put your finger on why? Well, I have the answer for you. It's because they're doing these 8 things. And the best part is, it's not about following trends, needing a huge wardrobe, or wearing designer labels. I also have a short integration with Bwako where I'll be showing you this gorgeous necklace, so more about them in a bit. They have personality accessories. When it comes to getting the most from our wardrobes, having the right accessories is everything. If you rely on a neutral wardrobe like I do, then having a few great personality accessories is a way to inject some color and texture into your outfits without compromising on the overall versatility of your wardrobe. One of the realizations that I've had for my personal style recently is that I chose way too many black handbags in the past, thinking that they would go with everything and match with all my outfits. Don't get me wrong, I love a black handbag as much as the next person, but adding another one into my handbag collection didn't really give me anything new. I realized I was craving more color, more texture, more personality in my accessories. To me, a personality piece is something that is a little bit more fun, maybe unexpected, and it could perhaps highlight something unique about you. It could be something you've picked up on holiday, something you found vintage or thrift shopping, or something that has a story behind it and means something to you. Or maybe there's no story behind it, but it just brings you so much joy when you look at it. If you are familiar with me and my channel, you'll know that I love a good belt. I enjoy wearing quite simple outfits, and so sometimes a belt just makes the whole outfit for me, and I can add a bit of color, a bit of texture, maybe a bit of pattern, and it also adds in that little bit of hardware as well. And that's all just from one piece. I have this brown one that almost has this like snakeskin pattern on it. I got this from a leather shop in Ibiza. I have this chain one that I bought last year, and I'm really excited to style it this summer. I think it could be a really nice addition against like cotton or linen, just something a little bit more unexpected. And then of course my beloved snakeskin belt from De Hanche. I wore this belt to death last year and it's not stopping anytime soon. I just think it makes every outfit I wear look a little bit cool. And as we head into summer, a statement necklace is the easiest way to add a little bit of layering, a bit of texture, and some visual interest to your outfits. I touched upon statement necklaces in my spring summer trends video, and so many of you in the comments agreed with me. And that's why I'm really excited to share with you this beautiful necklace from Bwako, who are sponsoring this portion of the video. Bwako is a family-run brand from Japan that specialize in the most stunning freshwater pearl jewelry. They create timeless designs that blend tradition with a modern feel. The piece that I'm wearing right now is called the Eternal Embrace Choker, and it's made from freshwater Baroque pearls. Each pearl has this very luminous organic shine that shifts depending on the light. And I love that no 2 pearls are exactly the same. I think it adds so much depth and character. The necklace is fastened with a gold heart and a T-bar closure. It feels playful and romantic, but it's still incredibly polished. I already know that I will be styling it throughout summer. Whether it's with a crisp white shirt or a simple outfit like this, it just elevates everything. And that really is the beauty of a great accessory. It doesn't overpower an outfit, and it's able to just integrate really seamlessly into your wardrobe. And this one in particular just plays really well with more neutral basics or more romantic summer pieces. Bwako's designs also feature an ojemi bead, which is a traditional lacquered bead that was worn by Japanese nobility. It's such a beautiful nod to their heritage and one of their brand values of owning fewer but better things. It's something I've spoken about a lot on my channel, and so their brand values resonate with me a lot. I've had a few of their other pieces for a couple of years now, and I always get compliments when I wear them. One of my personal favorites is the solitaire pearl pendant. It's a single Baroque pearl on a fine gold chain. It's so minimal and refined, and it really lets the beauty of the pearl speak for itself. I also have their gold twirl pearl earrings, which have a twisted hoop design inspired by traditional Japanese braiding. It's a really clever way of blending cultural heritage with a modern silhouette. And for me, a pearl earring is such a jewelry staple. You can wear them casually or dress them up, and they look absolutely beautiful on everyone. One of the things I most admire about Bwako is how they make pearls feel wearable and modern for everyday life. Pearls generally have this reputation of being quite formal or old-fashioned, but this design completely flips the narrative on its head. Bwako has been farming and trading pearls since 1976, and so their knowledge of pearls runs deep. And you can really see this with the quality of each pearl. The craftsmanship, the materials, and the storytelling really make this brand stand out. If you're looking for something special, I will have everything in the links below, and you can also use my code Adeline15 for 15% off. So thank you so much, Bwako, for sharing your jewelry with us. Can you hear that rain? It just started absolutely pouring down outside. The most stylish people shop pre-loved. Whether that's thrift stores, curated vintage, charity shops, or luxury consignment, I just can't think of any negatives to shopping pre-loved. Although I will say that you do have to be mindful that you aren't over-consuming just because it's secondhand. So obviously, environmentally, it's great. Buying things that already exist in the world is the second most sustainable option than just already using what you already own. Buying pre-loved also means that maybe you can find pieces that would normally be out of your price range if you were to buy it brand new. I love coming across an item that I originally passed on because it was too expensive for me, only to find it a fraction of the cost pre-loved. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's treasure, and sometimes that is just so true. It's such a satisfying feeling when you find something that you've really wanted for a long time and you find it secondhand. And not only this, but I think shopping secondhand actually helps hone your styling skills more. Let me explain why. When you go into a shop or a department store, everything has been specially merchandised meticulously to look good together. Merchandisers get paid a lot of money to make sure that what is on the shop floor is gonna sell. The brand has already done all the thinking and the work for you with coordinated outfits on the mannequin, showing you what is gonna look good with what. But when you shop secondhand, a lot of the time, these pieces are out of context. You have to do the work of imagining how it's gonna look on you, how it's gonna look with the pieces that you already own. And so I think this pushes you to think more creatively about your outfits. So not only can you find unique and special pieces when you shop pre-loved, but it also helps you hone your own styling skills. And that's why shopping pre-loved makes you more chic and stylish. They have a style signature. A style signature is a distinct element or recurring theme in the way that you dress. And this makes your personal style recognizable and uniquely you. It can be bold or understated, intentional, or something that is developed over time. Think of Carolyn Passett Kennedy and her timeless neutral looks. It was all about effortless silhouettes, clean tailoring, and minimal accessories. And yet it was instantly her. Or take Pharrell Williams, whose style blends streetwear with luxury in a way that only he could pull off. Jenna Lyons is never without her statement glasses. Jane Birkin practically invented the idea of carrying a basket bag with everything. At the beach, in the city, at a black tie event, it didn't matter. I think Diane Keaton is another great example. Her love for menswear tailoring, crisp shirts, waistcoats, and long skirts is iconic. And that consistency creates a signature. It's chic because it signals confidence. It says, I know what I like and I'm not chasing trends. There's something very stylish about someone who doesn't feel the need to reinvent themselves every season. So don't be afraid to repeat outfits, to restyle the same pieces you love again and again. It's not boring. It's you figuring out what you like and what you love to wear. That is when dressing becomes fun and it does become a little bit more effortless. When items look a little bit lived in, I do always try to keep my items looking as fresh and as new as possible. I take care of them, I store them properly, I try to fix any snags or anything like that. But sometimes there is something so undeniably chic about an item that shows signs of wear. A few scuffs here and there, leather softening over time, a piece that has molded to your own body. These are little things that shows an item has been loved. It's been lived in and it has a history. I always think back to Mary-Kate Olsen and her love affair with her mint green Balenciaga city bag. She was pictured with that bag for like over a decade. It was filled to the brim, slung over her arm. She used it traveling, she used it for school, and she really loved that thing to death. So much so that there was this giant burgundy wine stain right at the bottom of it. And honestly, it just made it so iconic. Because let's be real, she could afford to replace that thing 10 times over. But she kept wearing it. She didn't care that it wasn't pristine. She clearly loved that bag. And in a way, it made it more luxurious, like it was part of her. There's a certain quiet confidence in that. Anyone can go out and buy a brand new looking Balenciaga handbag, but it's your unique bag that has all these creases and marks and scuffs on it. No one else can have this bag. So yes, of course, take care of your things, but also don't be afraid of your things looking a little bit lived in. We romanticize this idea of just throwing something on and looking effortless. But that chic and stylish outfit that you saw someone wearing, she definitely took some time to plan that. Because looking effortless does take some effort. Even just 5 minutes the night before can make a huge difference. Think about the weather, what you're doing, how you want to feel. That tiny bit of prep will save you so much stress, and your outfit will always end up looking more thoughtful and put together. I never put together my most stylish outfits when I'm stressing and in a rush. I think back to my birthday 2 weeks ago. I hadn't really thought about what I was gonna wear. I thought that maybe an outfit would come to me in like a moment of enlightenment, but obviously like that never happened. I had about 20 minutes before I had to leave the house, and I put on like 10 outfits, panicked, and ended up in a black tank top and blue jeans. And look, it wasn't terrible, but the stress and the chaos it took just to land on a tank top and jeans was so not worth it. Hair is one of the easiest ways to trick people into thinking you've got your life together. You could be wearing the simplest outfit, t-shirt, jeans, very little makeup, maybe you're even running on like no sleep, but if your hair looks intentional, people just assume you know what you're doing. Hair is a very magical tool. It frames your face. It's often the first thing people see about you. It can balance your outfit, and it can really add an element of polish to what you're wearing. What I've realized is that you don't have to spend an hour doing your hair or getting a fresh blowout every week. Does anyone actually do that? It just has to look like you meant for it to look a certain way. It could be a sleek ponytail, a neat braid, a quick straighten, whatever works best with your hair type and whatever takes you the least time to do it is what's gonna work for you. A little bit of dry shampoo, a little bit of texturizing spray, maybe some hair oil to smooth down the ends. All these things that take less than 2 minutes make the biggest difference. And don't sleep on hair accessories as well. Adding a little like gold or silver thing to your hair bubble could make such a difference. Using a cute claw clip or a French pin, things that just look like you've put a little bit of effort in when really it took you 30 seconds. That is what we're going for here. One of my hacks when I need to leave the house and I haven't had time to do my hair is this Alice band that I have that is a bit puffy, so it adds some volume to the top of my head. I just pop that in my hair. It looks like I've done something with my hair when I've really done nothing, and it is the easiest trick for me. So don't underestimate the power of your hair. It's one of the most efficient tools you have for looking instantly more chic and stylish. Have chic off-duty outfits. It's really easy to look chic and stylish when you are dressing up for an event. But what about those boring in-between days? Because style isn't just for those big moments, it's for everyday life too. And I don't know about you, but my life is mainly made up of these casual days. A lot of my time is spent at home where I don't need to be dressed up. I'm not meeting up with anyone, yet if I pop down the road, I still want to look and feel put together. I also want to take the time here to say, you absolutely do not have to care about looking good for every aspect of your life. That just puts way too much pressure on us and is, of course, completely unrealistic. What I'm trying to get at here is about feeling good even in your don't care outfits. It's not about dressing up for the sake of it. It's just finding a uniform that works for you. It's not sloppy and it's not fussy. Intentional, but not overdone. I think Zoe Kravitz is a really great example of this. Her outfits are casual, yet she never looks sloppy. And I think this is because she balances elevated loungewear with more polished pieces really well. So think loungewear and a nice coat, or comfy trousers with like a really cool pair of sunglasses, or a graphic t-shirt and a cool pair of trousers. And you can tell that her basics are really good quality because they drape really well, they fit her perfectly, and that's what adds that bit of polish, even when she's technically just wearing sweats. And this is one area of my personal style that I have been trying to cultivate more this year, because when it comes down to it, these are actually the outfits that I wear most frequently. So I've been trying to update them with better materials and better fits, and just adding like 1 or 2 polished pieces to kind of help the whole thing feel a bit better. So the next time you are heading out for something low-key, try adding 1 or 2 elements of polish to your outfit. Whether that is a great trench coat, a statement necklace, or a cool handbag, these things just make all the difference. You can always tell when someone has great style if there is a really intentional use of color in their outfits. You know me. I love my neutrals, white, black, gray, beige, navy. I love them all. These colors are the backbone to my wardrobe, but I also really admire when people know how to use color in the right way. It can feel bold and refined at the same time. And the best color pairings have contrast, they have balance, and they have harmony. So here are a couple of color pairings that I have been really drawn to at the moment. So firstly, chartreuse and brown. I think these two complement each other so beautifully. Chartreuse is such an unexpected shade. It sits somewhere between like yellow and green, and it almost has this electric vibrancy to it. So when you pair it with a rich, earthy brown, it just creates this gorgeous balance of warm and cool tones. And honestly, chartreuse kind of works with a lot. It's surprisingly versatile. You can pair it with cream, navy, gray, or even lilac or dusty pink, and it just manages to bring out something special. I'm also loving brown and light blue. I think this one is perfect if you want something more low-key but still interesting. The light blue pops against brown. It's soft and fresh and easy to wear, and the brown just gives the look some depth. And I've also been loving red and white. I feel like it's really crisp and clean and striking, especially for spring and summer, so I can't wait to style more red and white outfits this season. If you're new to color, I would recommend starting with accessories, so maybe a handbag or a scarf, or even trying out a new nail color, something that is easy to change if you don't like it. It can ease you in without overwhelming your whole outfit. I hope this video was helpful and it gave you some inspiration for the new season. If you want to stick around, you might be interested in this video on screen, which is all about spring-summer trends you need to avoid and what to wear instead. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.